Good morning and welcome to Cindy's Kitchen. We are so glad that you are here. Today in Cindy's Kitchen, we're making empanadas. And while you might, I don't know if you'll get excited about making empanadas or you'll be going, oh, way too much work to make empanadas. I'm not exactly sure. Coffee clinks, thank you. But whatever it is, don't worry because this is the cheat method. Because you know me, I'm all about the dump. And so I was trying to figure out how I could do this where the taste is still all yummy, but it doesn't require you to do 12 tons of work, okay? That being said, I'm gonna show you, hold on. Let me get my big pot. Ugh. And let me get my little thing. Now, if you have been here for a while, yes, if you have been here for a while, did I use my mozzarella yet? Oh, Donna, it's so good. Hey, Kimberly, yes, it's so good. I haven't eaten it all, but I've cut it down to about half the size. So, see, it was double that. So I've eaten about half of it. So yummy. It is good. Good cheese. Anyway, those of you who have watched this show for a while, you know that I do not cook my hamburger meat in a skillet. One, it's cooking in all that grease. Yes, well, I haven't decided, Donna, whether it was worth the effort. Okay, so that being said, you know that I don't cook my hamburger meat in a skillet. And I don't because, one, it cooks in all that grease, and then you have to figure out a way to get all the grease off. Ugh. Two, that grease gives me really bad heartburn, indigestion. So I don't like that. And so for me, the healthier way, and this way I can buy big old tube meat, is I steam my hamburger meat. So this is a steamer. Well, it's a double boiler basically, but it's got the steam basket in it. And so what I do is I got that big tube of beef. Hey, Pam from Texas, good to see you. Big tube of beef. Put it in, put just a little water in the bottom of here. And then this has the little strainer holes. I put the hamburger meat in here. I took my wooden spoon, smash. And I put in a package of taco seasoning. Now, if you don't want to steam your meat and you want to just do this in the skillet, you certainly could do that. Just use a package of taco seasoning. Very easy. Good morning, Melissa. That being said, when you're done with all this, then you can put it out on a cookie sheet or a baking sheet, let it cool, and then you can put your leftovers in freezer bags, and then you've already got made hamburger meat. Now, the great thing about this is all the oil, all the nasty grease from, whether you bought 70-30, 80-20, or 90-10, all of that nastiness is down in the water. And then you can throw it out in the back or however you get rid of your grease, okay? So, that being said, we have to start off with some hamburger meat. And that's how I started off with my hamburger meat. So, for these, we are going to do, hey Asifa, good to see you. Lori, hello. We are going to cheat the whole way. So, I am not making the empanada dough. In the Hispanic section, there's empanada discs. Here we go. Yes, Lydia, here they are. Good. Melissa. Oh, good to see you. Yes, these are the discs by Goya, and they're in mine, they're in the frozen food section. I see if I'm doing great. Hope you are too. Hey, Sue. So these little discs, and they have a piece of plastic that separates them so they pull off. And so, like I said, mine is in the frozen food section. And so you're supposed to thaw them in the refrigerator and then you can use them. Hey, Casey. Megan, good to see you. I miss you, sweetie. I hope you're doing well in Oklahoma. All right, so I steamed my hamburger meat. And for this, I'm just going to use 2 cups of taco seasoned hamburger meat. Okay, 2 cups. You see, I got 2 cups in there. You can make it bigger or smaller. And normally, I would peel and cut and cook a potato. Lazy lady here. So instead, frozen hash brown potatoes. So these are like the potatoes O'Brien with the peppers and the onions. They're like little squares in the frozen food section. And so look at that. Just defrost that. Hey, Mary. Then we would also put peas and carrots. Frozen peas and carrots, just defrosted. You can either lay them out or set them in the microwave just for a little bit. Okay, so here are my measurements. I did 2 cups of hamburger meat, seasoned with taco seasoning, okay? 1 cup of potatoes O'Brien, frozen, that have been defrosted with, and it's got a few peppers and I think onions in there, okay? I'm gonna tilt down so you can see. Here's the bowl. So I'm gonna put that in with the hamburger meat. Because these packages have 10 in them. So you don't wanna make this huge batch, but you can. And then this is 1 cup of peas and carrots, okay? 1 cup of peas and carrots. So 2 cups of meat to 1 cup of frozen potatoes, 1 cup of frozen peas and carrots. Hey, Diane from Michigan, good to see you. Now, we have to have some kind of liquidy in there. And normally, when I make my hamburger meat for tacos, when it's done, even though I seasoned it with the taco seasoning, I'll put it and then I'll take a can of red enchilada sauce, pour that over there and just let the meat soak up all that yummy enchilada sauce. That being said, I don't want this too gushy and running out. So instead, I'm using salsa. Okay, now this says salsa casera, but you can use any kind of salsa you want. This also says mild, but thank you, Casey. It's Polish pottery. All right, so I'm gonna use a 1/2 cup of salsa in here. 1/2 cup, yes. Now, here's the cool thing. If you were making this from scratch, you would need to cut up an onion and put in some garlic, and there's tomatoes that go in here. I'm cutting away all of those steps. I know that people of probably Hispanic descent who've made these from scratch are shaking their head and going, no. But it's just us. And really, we need to make this easy for us. So a 1/2 cup of salsa into our 2 cups of taco seasoned hamburger meat, 1 cup of frozen O'Brien, hash brown O'Brien potatoes, 1 cup frozen peas and carrots, and there's our 1/2 cup of salsa. Now, just for me, I like it a little zippier. So this is Louisiana hot sauce. You could use whatever hot sauce you want. So I'm gonna put 1 or 2 squishes of hot sauce in there, and then we have to stir. Hold on. Okay, so now we need to stir. There we go. Crystal, good to see you. All right, so you see us stirring? La, la, la. Now, it's not too wet, okay? So you want to see what the wet factor is, right? So, as you can see, it looks good. But I might want to add, let me see. Nope, I think it's okay. Billy Tinker's on, good to see. Okay, there we go, look at that. Is that beautiful? Yum. You could just eat that right out of there. It's all cooked, right? I mean, there's nothing raw in here, so that's a good thing. Okay, let's move all of our empty bowls away. And now you need a device. You don't need a device, because I hate for you to go out and buy stuff. You certainly could do this all by yourself with a fork. But how cool is this? Hello, today is Empanada Day. Look at this, how cool is this? Now, I wish I could tell you I bought this. I borrowed this from a friend. This is Jessica's. Hello. And so, but I'm sure you could get them at any store or wherever. It's like a pocket of goodness. Yes, Sandra. Now, I sprayed, you don't necessarily have to, but I sprayed this with cooking spray just because I didn't want the empanada dough to stick on here. So see how we've cheated? The only thing we did is I steamed the hamburger meat with taco seasoning. That's it. I steamed the hamburger meat with taco seasoning, and then everything else is out of the freezer, right? Frozen potatoes O'Brien, No, I didn't, Lydia. They're frozen potatoes O'Brien, right? And so I just stuck them in the microwave to defrost them. That's all I did. I defrosted. Oh, it's snowy in Wisconsin. Oh, Billy, wow. I just defrosted the potatoes O'Brien and defrosted the peas and carrots. That's it. Mixed it all in with a 1/4 cup of salsa. There we go. That's my yumminess. And then I put some hot sauce in. I don't need to add salt and pepper because the taco seasoning that I used to season the meat had enough sodium in it. So, Billy, we hadn't added you to the map. You are now added to the map. Okay, so now we're gonna take these discs. I know that dough is not hard to make, but again, lazy girl here. So you see it has a piece of plastic. Look at that. See, it just lifts right off. Then we peel the plastic off. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna tilt down just a little bit more. Here's our doodah. What do we call this? Empanada maker, empanada folder, I don't know. And we just set that on top, okay? We set it on top. I love this because it crimps it. Okay, so see how it's setting on the top? Then we're gonna put our stuff on the inside. Okay, let me get my spoon. And we're gonna put our stuff on the inside. Probably, what does that look like? 2 tablespoons. That's what I put on the center. Okay, so you just wanna make sure it's all in the center. There we go. Are you ready for the magic? Bum, 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 bum. Close it up and give it a squeeze. Squeeze. And then you open it up. Look at this. Oh, it didn't seal. Crud. Crud, crud, crud. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Sorry, open it back up. There's a reason it didn't seal. Egg wash. I just took an egg. You can do 1 or 2. Put an egg in here and beat it. 39 degrees in Kentucky. Oh, Irene, my temperature is almost to 70. It was 60 this morning, so it was very lovely. Okay, egg wash. Just a little beaten egg on the rim. See? A little beaten egg on the rim. If you don't have a cool little pastry brush, just use a spoon. You know, just dab it on there. Or you could use your fingers. Use your fingers, that's fine. Now we're gonna close it. Ready? La 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 la. Squeeze. Now it'll stick. There, look how cute that is. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, we're gonna pop that out. Now, we're gonna do 2 different kinds. The first kind we're gonna do is baking, okay? Because some of you don't like fried food. And I get that some of you don't like fried food. So I've got a baking sheet and with some parchment paper, okay? So I'm gonna make one more just so we can do the ta-da thing again, okay? So I got my little spray, a little spray on there. Then I'm going to peel off 45-mile-wind gusts in Illinois. Okay, there's my doodah. I'm gonna slap her down on there and peel off the plastic. Just make sure it's in the center so that it closes. And I picked the size that was the size of these discs. So that's it. So then I'm gonna take my scoop of stuffing in the center. There we go. Whoops. Got a little overzealous there. In the center. I'm gonna take my pastry brush with my egg, just a little beaten egg, go all the way around. See how easy this is? Really isn't that bad because you're not having to make the dough, roll out the dough, cut the dough, chop onions, chop carrots, chop garlic. You don't have to do any of that. See? Lazy girl. All right, ready? Here we go. It does look like a giant pierogi. And now we're gonna seal it, smush it, open it up. Ta-da! Look at that. All right, so those are the 2 that we're gonna stick in the oven. Now, I do 400 degrees, doesn't take that long. And remember, all of our ingredients are already cooked. They're already cooked. So about 20 or 30 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. Oh, but before we do that, let's brush them, the tops, because we want the tops golden beautiful too. So just with the brush or with your fingers or with the spoon, whatever your little heart desires and what you have, we're just gonna brush the tops like that. Now look how cool that is. All right, so I'm just doing 2 on here, and then we're gonna do 2 more, but we're gonna do something else with them. Okay, off those go. And like magic, they disappear. All right, now, in this little skillet, I have some peanut oil. Now, you're asking how much peanut oil? You see how much peanut oil? Why? Because this is empty now. That was all I had left. And it's okay, because I'll flip them. You could put enough peanut oil in here to cover them, but I'm just going to flip. So, I use a fork. Yes, if you don't have the cool little plastic doodah, you can put it together, fold it together, and then take your fork and crimp it. Or you can take your fingers and fold it over. All the same thing. I just think this is cool. And you could use this to make all kinds of stuffed things. They have, look, little bitty ones. You can make little bitty ones. You could make monster ones. Look how big that is. Hello. But, you know, I didn't have dough that size. The dough was this size. All right, so I'm going to turn my skillet on to medium. And I'm going to put my oil over there and hope that that goes okay. All right, so let's make 2 more really quick. Got our doodah. Empanada maker. Cindy, can I see the package of the dough? Yes, I have another one in the refrigerator. Let me get it out so you can see. So the top of it says Goya, 10 discs for baking, right? There you go. Dough for empanadas. See, it says right, or turnovers or whatever. Goya. And like I said, yes, and we made Cornish pasties, whatever. We made them on a show once. They were delightful. Delightful, I tell you. Okay, so I peel that off. I stick that on. There we go. It's on. See? Then a smoosh of this. And so really, you know, we've talked about this, that every nationality has some sort of a little pocket dough, okay? Every one of them. And so it just depends. You can put shrimp in these, you can put fish in these, chicken, pork, whatever you have, right? Okay, I'm gonna fold it. There we go. This is hamburger meat, pumpkin filling. Yes, we could make sweet ones. Oh, I should have done that, shouldn't I? Okay, there's one. There we go. Now, I'm not gonna do this with the bath thing. Let me see if my oil is hot. My oil is not yet hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the other one, and we'll put both in at the same time. How's that? You could do sweet ones. We should have done sweet ones too. That would be fun. But like I said, every ethnicity, every group has some kind of thing where they do a stuffed dough. So filled dumplings, you can think, right? Pierogies, like we've already talked about. Pierogies are another kind of filled one. And most cultures will deep fry them or fry them. And so that's fine. But, you know, a lot of people are looking at stuff that you fry and they don't want fried stuff. That being said, that's why I thought we'd bake some this morning. Okay, here's our 2. I'm gonna tilt this direction and see. Can you, there we go, gotcha. All right, can you see the skillet? Okay, I'm gonna lay these in here. I hope that's hot. Hold on, let me see. Well, it's not really hot. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead, it's kind of hot. No? All right, you know that this side doodah doesn't get as hot as the one over there. Well, I mean, you know, Linda, I think we should try all kinds of new stuff. You know me. I think we should try all kinds of new stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set these in here and then I'm gonna move it over to the, it's kind of hot. And it's not really sizzly though, so I don't like that. I'm gonna move it over to the other the other oven, because even though that's wicked hot, it's not working. It's not working, I tell you. Okay, so I don't like that. I need a better one. I'll figure out a better one. Okay, so there you go. Each of these packages have 10 in them. So the amount of mixture that I use is probably way enough for the 10. You may be able to even do more, okay? So I bought 2 packages, right? 2 packages. And that way I can make a whole bunch. All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna show you the difference between the baked. Well, the fried one got a little darker than normal, okay? So the fried one got a little dark, see? This is the beautiful baked one. Oh, ooh, ah, right? So really up to you. So let's get a dish. So now if this were gonna be my lunch, I would need a dippy sauce. Now we could make a dippy sauce, but come on, what have I done today? Nothing, I just opened stuff. This is a brand, Herdez, I don't know. Whatever you like. This is a medium guacamole salsa. Yum. It's one of my favorite. It's got a little kick to it. So this is a soy sauce bowl, but you can pick whatever kind of bowl you like. There we go. And then of course, I would lay my beautiful empanadas on here. And look, that would be my lunch. Look how gorgeous that is. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That would be my lunch. Let me do it this way. There we go, they all fit on there. Pretty, huh? La 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 la, pretty. But we should eat one. Should we eat one? Yes, yes, it is a pretty dish. That's the hidden dragon fry. Crushed peppermint candy would be great in there, Lydia. That would be great. Okay, so, let me get this knife. All right, so let's cut one in half just so you can see what the inside looks like. Oh, so pretty. Look at that inside. Look at that inside. Stuffed with yummy goodness. Look at that. Hello. It's so good. Okay, we'll eat one. All right, so I'm going to use my dippy sauce and I'm gonna dip in. And I'm gonna double dip because it's just for me. And mine's got a little bit more heat because I put the hot sauce in. Woo! So good. So really quick and easy. Now, I probably should have kept a better eye on this because I got it a little brown, but it's fine. Still tastes good. It's kind of like toast. When you get it a little dark, it's still good. So anyway, this is the one we fried, and then this is the one we baked. So I took those out just when they got toasty. Pretty, huh? The rum chata I bought came in a gift box with a big bottle of rum chata and a small bottle of peppermint rum chata and a small of lemon flavor. Oh my gosh, I've never tried those. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna do one other weird thing, and here's the weird thing. Are we ready? Is it boiling? No. Okay, we gotta wait just a second because we gotta get that all dissolved up. I was trying to figure out what cup that I would use to sip my rum chata hot chocolate that would make you all go, oh, Cindy. But you guys have seen all of my coffee mugs, all my Polish pottery mugs. And so I was trying to give it a thought, what would go good? And then I decided, it's fall-ish. It's fall where you are, although Billy Tinker's snowing, and I've got the sun shining down here and it's 70 some odd degrees. So, you know, here we go. And I'm about to have some hot chocolate, but that's okay. So I decided to do something a little funky. All right, you ready? Hold on. Okay, so I just took my measuring cup. Can you see the heat coming off of it? The milk chocolate all melted. I can smell the cinnamon. Good. There was an egg wash, Kathy. This did have an egg wash on top. Okay, so here's what I decided. Look at this. It's the milk vase. It's the milk vase, but look at this. I'm gonna pour my yummy hot chocolate in here. Oh, so good. And then I'm gonna put in a shot, although I'm not measuring, of rum chata. Rum chata. We've discussed on the show before, because we've used this for several things. The loop bowl would be good. There you go. Or the autumn mug. Whoops. But I decided the milk jug. Look at that. It's a milk vase. But I thought, oh, how cool is this? Ready? Yum, yum, yum. You get the warm chocolate. You can taste the cinnamon. And then the horchata is rice milk with cinnamon and then, of course, with rum, right? So we have all those yummy things together. Because I never want you to think Polish pottery is just for one use. You can put flowers in here or pencils in here, or you could use it as a mug. And I'm using it as a mug today. And Rebecca said that Maria puts this in her car. Because, you know, if you're drinking coffee out of this, that doesn't necessarily fit in your to-go thing in your car. But this does. No lid, but anyway. Well, I hope you had fun today. Oh, my friend Michelle just came on and we're just done, Michelle. We got done quick. Today we made beautiful empanadas. Beautiful empanadas with this wonderful stuffing inside. Yum. And then we made a yum hot chocolate that you could put together as a Christmas gift, or you could just make up a big pot of it for yourself and add the rum chata and sit back if you're chilly and enjoy. I agree. We should all take a road trip to Rebecca's. I've never been to more Polish pottery. I've been friends with Rebecca for 15 years and never been there. So there you go. All right. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Don't forget, we're on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. So we will be back on Tuesday. I hope you guys have a fantastic... Oh, well, Patricia, where are you from? Make sure you tell us where you're from. All right, guys, that's all from my kitchen to yours. May your day be filled with some spicy and some warm and comforting. Love you guys. Have a great one, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.